The Israeli government issued new evacuation orders in Gaza exactly 9 months since the war began. And tonight, we're getting our first look inside the besieged city of Rafah in the Gaza Strip as the war rages. CBS's senior foreign correspondent Holly Williams reports.
An Israeli airstrike hit a school in Gaza where displaced Palestinians were sheltering yesterday. Israel's military says it was targeting militants. At least 16 people were killed, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. It says the death toll in Gaza passed 38,000 this past week. Yet there's also renewed hope here for a ceasefire after Hamas responded to a plan that was outlined by President Biden back in May, and Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu agreed to send a delegation to restart stalled negotiations. The US may be pushing its ally to agree to a ceasefire, but Israel doesn't always do what Washington wants. It launched a ground offensive in Rafah in May, despite the objections of the US. And on Wednesday, for the first time, Israel's military took foreign journalists to the city on Gaza's border with Egypt to see what it's accomplished there.
We're now inside the Gaza Strip. Rafah City is straight ahead.
Israel said it had to go into Rafah because Hamas's 4 remaining battalions were hiding there, using tunnels connected to Egypt to smuggle in weapons. Israel's military claims it's killed more than 900 militants in the city, though it's also killed civilians, exactly what the US was worried about.
Israel's military says that we are standing above a terror ecosystem, a web of tunnels that were used by the militants, but above ground, all we can see is destruction on a scale that is really impossible to adequately describe. So I'm going to let my cameraman do the work. I'm going to let the pictures do the talking. This is a wasteland. The only people that we're seeing are Israeli soldiers.
Hamas leaders are still at large, according to Israel's military.
Do you know what's happening? Why is there all this gunfire?
Those gunfires are part of outgoing gunfire. We are in a war zone. This is protecting the area, and you're now in the area.
Shortly after that, we were told to move. If peace does finally come to Gaza, this shattered strip of land will need to be rebuilt from the ground up. Holly Williams, CBS News, Rafah in the Gaza Strip.